100 years ago, Nikola Tesla discovered a healing technology that threatened the entire pharmaceutical industry. The day he died, the government seized everything. For 100 years, this technology was hidden. Until now, plasma is back. Tesla Club, tzla.club.
Let me say this.
They're laughing at you. They're not laughing with you.
Fine.
I didn't mean that to be hurtful.
Terry.
I don't want you to misinterpret it. They're not laughing in sympathy with you.
If anyone believes, after 12,000 years of this truth being lost and forgotten, that coming out with it initially is going to get any kind of reaction other than that one or condemnation, then I would be a crackpot if I thought that was the case.
Some very strange things started to happen, some very paranormal things. It was like the top of my head blew off, and suddenly I could see things that I hadn't seen before. And my life became this synchronistic journey from 1990 of walking into personal experience, documents, books, people, whistleblowers that were giving me like puzzle pieces, which I was fitting together. And it started with the understanding in the early 1990s that the people that appeared to be running the world, like presidents, prime ministers, politicians, weren't actually running it. Was being run from deep in the shadows, the permanent government that was always there, no matter what party came and went.
They're either presented as completely mad, having a midlife crisis. They're condemned in various ways for attacking the system. They are exposed as talking nonsense. They find it suddenly very difficult to hold on to the job they had before. That if they lose that job, which they invariably do, they find it very difficult to find another one, and the system spits them out.
Going into a bar, forget it, uproar. Walking down the street, for about 2 or 3 years, I lived my life to the sound of distant and sometimes not so distant laughter. Comedian only had to say my name, no joke necessary, got a laugh. When you've been through that level of ridicule, what if two things happen? Either you disappear from society, or you go, I am me, I am free.
De politie signaleert ook dat op basis van de houding van meneer Icke, de uitspraken die hij in het verleden heeft gedaan, de boeken die hij al jarenlang schrijft en de theorieën die hij verkondigt, dat zijn komst naar Nederland en het geven van een voordracht in Nederland ook tot spanningen in de Nederlandse samenleving in bredere context kan leiden. Daarboven staat dat een feit is in deze zaak dat de heer Icke een aanjager is van de complottheorieën die hij beschrijft in zijn boeken, die hij over de hele wereld verkondigt. En dat de NCTV signaleert dat die complottheorieën onder andere een grote factor zijn in de ontwikkeling die in de afgelopen jaren is opgekomen.
We're controlled by what? Well, he can't be talking about reptiles unless he's completely bonkers, so he must be using it as a symbol for something else. No, people, listen. Over here, I'm talking about reptilian entities when I talk about reptilian entities.
I met a stream of people who told me the same story of seeing someone apparently human change into a reptilian form, and that human society was being controlled from the shadows by a reptilian race.
Behind that same big window, there was this huge reptile. He had like a flat face. He really didn't have lips or anything like that. No nose, flat face. He had ridges going down his head.
People say, oh, well, if that's true, why can't we see them? The answer to that is you can hardly see anything. That's the point. The electromagnetic spectrum, which is basically the entirety of experienced human reality, is 0.00 0.005% of what exists in the universe in terms of energy in all its forms. It's tiny. And visible light, which is the only band of frequency that we can see, is a fraction of the 0.005%. So humans are basically blind. Relate this to radio or television stations that occupy the same space, but because they're on different wavelengths, they don't interfere with each other unless they're very close on the wavelength dial. Look at the differences in human form across the world. Black people, Asian people, Western white people. And then look at the extraordinary diversity of form within the animal world and the natural world in general. Then contemplate that all that diversity is going on within this tiny band of frequency called visible light. Now imagine what diversity exists beyond the ridiculously tiny band that we can see.
En wat dat betreft zou ik, als u daar behoefte aan heeft, zou u bijvoorbeeld een documentaire van de heer Icke op YouTube kunnen kijken. En in de eerste 5 minuten zult u zien dat meneer Icke zelf aangeeft dat hij over de hele wereld volle zalen trekt.
The author of over 20 books has lectured in over 25 countries, speaking for up to 10 hours to audiences all over the world, and he's appearing, I should say, in the Helix in Dublin tomorrow night to talk about his book, Everything You Need to Know But Have Never Been Told. Dave, good morning.
Morning, Ryan.
Thanks for coming to see us today.
Pleasure.
Your talk tomorrow in Dublin is sold out.
Yeah, they nearly all are these days, anywhere in the world. People will remember me as the apparent nutter subjected to historic levels of ridicule, and I think the mainstream media and people in general thought that a corpse had been left in the gutter, and that was it. But the corpse got up, started walking, started running, and now it's sprinting. And suddenly there's been this enormous explosion of interest in my work in the last, particularly in the last 3-4 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you welcome on stage David Icke?
Dat de afgelopen 4 jaar de aandacht voor zijn gedachtegoed enorm is opgelopen. In de tweede, ongeveer minuut 20 tot minuut 27, zult u zien dat meneer Icke een betoog houdt voor een volle zaal. Waarin hij eigenlijk opbouwt naar de conclusie dat er een systeem is waarbij de 1% elite de 99% van de bevolking onderdrukt. En probeert om van kinds af aan op een postzegel, noemt hij dat, te houden. En te onderdrukken, zodat de 1% kan blijven bestaan zoals hij de wereld regeert. Dat is de theorie die Icke daar verkondigt. En dat is dus naar zijn aard een afwijzing van de democratische beginselen.
Lovely to be back in Dublin, and lovely to be back at the Helix. The first one to control perception is controlling the perception of reality itself.
Right now, we're inside a computer program.
Is it really so hard to believe?
Morpheus and Neo are in a computer simulation akin to this. And Neo said,
This isn't real.
This isn't real? And Morpheus said,
What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain.
En als u verder kijkt in die documentaire, dan gaat u op een gegeven moment een stuk zien waarin meneer Icke bepleit dat de realiteit om ons heen niet echt is, maar dat het een waarneming is. En dat soort gedachtegoed is heel gevaarlijk als er wordt opgeroepen tot verzet tegen de leiding van een bepaalde samenleving. Want als die leiding niet meer echt is, wat is dan nog de drempel om je te verzetten en om bijvoorbeeld geweld te gaan plegen tegen zo'n leiding?
Please,
Do you want me to say something?
Ja, u mag wat zeggen, meneer Icke. Als u...
I can say something. Okay. Don't
mention the reptiles, Dave.
Even less is said about the Grey Pope, who some believe to be the true ruling power in the Vatican.
Humans emitting a MAC address.
All of them had Bluetooth signals.
I've never seen it before.
Queuing up to transition their children.
This is the ultimate suicide cult.
What if the symbols around us every day aren't just ornamental?
We lost 1,000 years of history.
What if they're instruction?
That state of awareness is not manipulatable.